Bracketology presented by Dave Campbell's Texas Football, breaking down the 2024 Texas High School Football Playoff brackets. I'm Greg Tepper, and this is 5A Division II. And 5A Division II is going to have a lot of attention paid to one region, maybe in this general area. I'm here to tell you that all four regions have intrigue, and all four regions could be absolutely box office in one of the most unpredictable brackets in Texas high school football. Do I have your attention? Let's go to Region 1. Region 1, I think you've got teams from all over the state that have an opportunity to win this region. DFW has long dominated Region 1, and Argyle feels like the team to beat here. Interesting first round matchup with a team that played for a state semifinal last year in Frisco Emerson. That's an interesting first round matchup. Wichita Falls Memorial is a team that, again, if you remember, they consolidated 3 high schools into 2. Memorial has been pretty darn good. They lurk, I think, as well. Prosper Walnut Grove, what a story they are. It's their first varsity season and has been absolutely terrific. A high-scoring offense with a freshman quarterback. Keep an eye on them. Their playoff debut against Arlington Seguin will be interesting. I think Canutillo and Lubbock Cooper is an interesting matchup. This is offense versus defense, and that will be a lot of fun. The top half of the bracket, Lovejoy, a team that has been playing better as the season has gone on under Coach Todd Dodge. That is a Todd Dodge staple. They've got one of the best coaches in Texas high school football history. They will be a threat. And then this right here, Colleyville Heritage and Anna. I think one of the best first round matchups in the entire state of Texas. Colleyville Heritage playing exceptionally well right now, up against a defending state champs, and Anna moving up to 5A, making their 5A playoff debut. Pick it up into Region 2. Region 2 is where a lot of attention is going to be paid, and where a lot of attention has been paid basically since realignment came out, with a big surprise of Port Neches Groves, the defending state champ, moving over to Region 2. That means that we could see a potential state championship rematch between Port Neches Groves and South Oak Cliff in a regional final. And look, both of those teams are certainly capable of winning the state championship. They're absolutely outstanding, and for good reason. You should be really excited about Sauk versus P&G round 3. I get it. I'm also here to tell you that's not guaranteed, because both these teams are going to have to walk a tough path. I think Huntsville is a existential threat to South Oak Cliff. The way they play with their defense and their grinding running game, keep an eye on them. I think they are very, very dangerous. Midlothian Heritage is dangerous as well. At the bottom half of the region, this is the dirty side of the region, plain and simple. P&G got a tough draw here coming out of this. I think they're going to be favorites for the first couple of rounds, but then they may see a team like Texas High in the second round and the third round of the playoffs as an undefeated Texas High team with a superstars all over the field. That is a huge, huge threat to break up what feels like a Sauk P&G party. I'm not here to tell you we're not going to get South Oak Cliff and P&G. What I'm here to tell you is that there are big-time threats within Region 2 that if you only pay attention to 2 teams, you might be surprised at who shows up in a regional final. Over to Region 3 we go. Region 3, I think, is a real opportunity to kind of choose your own adventure. You can go with the mainstays, right? You can go with the teams that we know about that have a lot of history, right? A team like Liberty Hill, solid, right? Although they didn't win their district, they lost to Bastrop, which is a team that is very, very dangerous as well. Fort Bend Marshall, when they've played up to their where they can, they have been exceptional. Teams like that, or even a team like Brenham with Jacoby Dixon, their outstanding running back. Or you can go with the newcomers. A team like Richmond Randall. Folks, I am here to tell you this Richmond Randall team is for real. They are capital S serious. And I think they have an opportunity to not just win this region, but go even further than that. They, along with Iowa Colony, represent kind of the new blood of Region 3. And so it's kind of a choose your own adventure here in Region 3. Do you go with the old mainstays, the programs that have played in a million playoff games that have that pedigree, or do you go with the high upside teams that we haven't necessarily seen in these spots before? Over to Region 4. On Region 4, I think there's 2 teams in particular, maybe even 3, that I'm really excited to see them get into the playoffs. One of them is Alamo Heights. We know all about Michael Terry, their outstanding playmaker, but I think that they've got a defense to go along with it. This is an Alamo Heights team that feels like it's ready for prime time. The other team I'm really interested in is Corpus Christi Miller. This is a Miller ball club that I think has an exceptional offense. I think that Justin Evans does a terrific job with this program, and I think they're going to be ready for a prime time. That regional semifinal potentially between those 2 teams would be really interesting. Bottom half of the bracket feels more wide open. I like this Gregory Portland team, but that's a tough first round matchup with Victoria West. And then Bernie. I think the progression of quarterback Hank Hendricks has been a real revelation for this Greyhounds program. They could be a team that we could see in a regional final or maybe beyond. So when you take a look at the entire bracket, again, I think that there is intrigue in all 4 of the regions. I think in Region 2, you've got, of course, the South Oak Cliff PNG team, South Oak Cliff versus PNG, a matchup looming potentially in a regional final. But you take a look up in Region 1 with Argyle and all those DFW powers, plus a team like Canutillo, which can play a spoiler. I think you've got the new blood up in Region 3 with Randall, with Iowa Colony going up against old standbys like Brenham and Liberty Hill. And then in Region 4, you could be heading for a matchup between Alamo Heights and Corpus Christi Miller in the 3rd round, which would be exceptional to see. No matter what happens in 5A Division II, we'll have you covered every step of the way at TexasFootball.com.